Was crack-a-lackin' on Mace Windu. God. Okay. So how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another stream today. We're playing Lego Indiana Jones 2 because I needed something to upload in these past 6 months. I really had 6 months to think this out, and I didn't come up with anything. Yeah, college has been pretty busy and whatever, and yeah, I can get everything out of the way, so... Yeah, I'm here now. How's it going, everyone? Okay, looks like I'm past the 30-minute mark, so I can say all the fuck words I want. Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's get into it. And yes, before you ask, we are playing Temple of Doom this time around. It's a lot better than this. Or this. Especially this. So, yeah. I'll take this, honestly. So, Temple of Doom is like that child that everyone forgets about, I swear. Like, you have the worst in Last Crusade, you have the best in Raiders, you have the second best in Last Crusade, and this is just the forgotten one. Which sucks, because it's a really good movie, too. So, yeah, we're going to... I wish social credit scores memes weren't dead, or else I'd be using them like fucking crazy right now. Okay, get Indiana Jones to do this. Oh, they don't show the part where he gets drugged out of his mind. We're just gonna ignore that bit. I get that this game is accurate, but, like, give me something. Boy. Is one of my controllers on? Yeah, I think so. Wait. Wait, hold up. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. What? Okay. Guess I'm the green one, I guess. I don't know. Just work with me. I don't know. Okay. I gotta use Willie, I believe, to get up here. Do I just... No, don't pick up the bottle. There, use your whip. Okay, guess you don't use your whip. Never mind. Okay, so... Obviously, the goal is you need to go to India and whatever. Hey, Club Obi-Wan. Nice little reference there. I mean, the entire purpose of it was a reference, but whatever. I thought it was cool, at least. I mean, I know Spielberg and Lucas are BFFs forever and whatever. But, like, you gotta admit, some of the references are pretty ham-fisted. Like, this one especially. Some of them are just, like, you really have to have like, a really, short eye to notice it, you know? Like, one of them I can think of is, like, the E.T., stuff in, Phantom Menace, for example. You know, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Phantom Menace, but I will admit that it was kind of a cool thing to see, at least. But, you know, Spielberg and Lucas are known for doing this kind of stuff anyways, so, you know. Just what they do. Okay, so to the committing crimes section of this video. We're already getting into it. And of course, we gotta start the damsel in distress trope. You gotta start the damsel in distress trope. Because 80s? I don't know. There's again Club Obi-Wan. Here's a challenge for you. Take a shot whenever Willie Scott screams. Let me Indiana. There. I like Indiana. Wait. I gotta turn the cheats on. My mistake. I forgot to turn the cheats on. Why not do a snake whip? Why not? That'd be funny. I want to be short round. It's your adventure. There we go. This is getting in the way. Just gotta. Hold on. Okay, boom. Wait, hold on. You're telling me I'm stuck with this one forever? I don't want to be stuck with this one forever. It sucks. Whatever. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Just let it roll. This is Lego Indiana Jones 2, not Citizen Kane. Okay, so it looks like I gotta take out more stuff when I get more coins while I'm at it. I don't know. Okay. We're gonna get myself one of those. Hey, there's one. Look at that. I'll take that. You actually shoot stuff with this? What do you mean you can't? I think I need one of the power-ups to do it. Well, that sucks. Hey, we're gonna give you this vehicle that has like machine guns, but you can't actually use the machine guns. What kind of sorcery is this shit? I can't get over that. It's like, okay, let's like short runs in here. Okay, we can fire the guns now. Just go full Billy the Kid on these guys. Is this doing any damage, like, at all? Like, I get this. It's a car, I guess. Okay, it did do some damage. All right. Fire! Fire! Fire everything that moves. Okay, that vehicle sucks. Have that vehicle. Give you some candy. Or a snake. Where's, like, there's the bomb cart thing. Hey, can you give me, like, your bomb cart? I'll give you some candy. So, maybe I should have just stayed in the car. I probably need it anyways. Who cares? Probably should just... Oh, there's one. Maybe I'll just jump in here. Boom. Get it. I don't know. Get said vehicle. Blow the stuff up. Kick it in the balls. Call it a day. Here it is. Oops. Should have jumped out of the car. You know, history repeats itself, and I tend to repeat myself more than I don't. Yeah, this is how history works, right? No sarcasm here. Like, if you pay attention, I should do more stuff on my history now rather than just making cringy iMovie trailers. Because, you know, I mean, there's some genuine stuff to talk about. If I didn't get demonetized 24/7, I probably would still be doing it, in all honesty, you know. You know. I mean, I like talking about history, you know. It's if all else fails, just talk about history. That's one thing I like, you know. You know. I wish I was joking when I say that this was a common trend in like ancient Chinese history, like when an empire was about, or like when an ancient Chinese empire was about to fall. You know, warlords would take control, new government would take power, back to the old cycle. Gotta wait to fire up. There we go. I don't know why the other one's doing that. It's weird. Like, it's not even in control. What's the point? Like, I can sign in on it either, so what's the point? I know I should just let it roll because this isn't like Citizen Kane or whatever, but come on. I'm gonna blow up this car just to. Okay, we're gonna ignore that Indiana Jones is basically like doing like pulling a Fred Flintstone car here. Well, short round just sitting in the back like, Yep, do your thing, Indy. Do your thing, Dr. Jones. I mean, that's how you know it's Indiana Jones. I mean, he doesn't let anyone else do all the work for him. But at the same time, man, Short Round's lazy. I get he's important to the plot of this anime, but you know. Congratulations, you have made it to the obligatory anime joke of the video. I would like to now bathe in mustard because of how predictable that was. If you haven't watched anything of me. Now I gotta fight a giant car thing. Boop. Fun fact: did you know the guy who played Short Round Indiana Jones as a well-respected stunt double in Hollywood? Yeah, kind of a fun fact. I mean, I can see where his stunt doubling thing came from, especially considering he was in Indiana Jones. That probably had something to do with it, but whatever. You know, I gotta power this shit off. Okay. Yeah, something's up with my controllers, I'm sure, but you didn't hear that from me now, did you? How the fuck did that happen? I like how it pops up. I can get that, but at least that's one thing. At least I can give this game over like modern day Lego games. Like you fall over in one of your in the car. Well, tough luck, Buttercup. You're getting nothing. Yeah. Okay, just one more. I mean, I hate vehicle missions, but the fact that I get to blow something up is actually kind of fitting. There we go. He's dead. Rest in peace. Oh no, the damsel in distress is being held hostage. Whatever will happen. Typical. Alright, fly away. Assuming you don't. Yep, yeah, there you go. Okay, we got a solution. Just write some balloons. It's a Lego game. This happens all the time. I'll let it pass. I'm not gonna be like like some guy who's like, oh man, this is super unrealistic and whatever. I mean, yeah, it's unrealistic, but this is Lego we're talking about. Like saying that Lego should be like a reinterpretation of what science and hypotheses should be or whatever. It's stupid. All right, it's stupid. Who thought of this? Beat up a scorpion. Apparently that's how you get the red bricks unless you beat up scorpions. All right. Hello, sir. All right, what do you guys want? Our precious barrels have been kidnapped or something. Nice and happy. Yeah, you can see where this is going. You know where this is going. Yeah, you don't need to fight, but okay, you can fight these guys. I don't care. I also love the fact that we're basically doing community service. I don't know why, but I just find it like a funny detail. We're just doing community service. Alright, get the snake whip. Boom. I mean, say what you want about the final boss, but I mean, I definitely have my things to say about it when it comes along, but I mean, say what you want about the final boss, but I mean, at least with the final boss, I can say, well, it's at least an interesting concept. If only we were accurate to the movies, at least. But I guess I can maybe get the complaint of, well, they already made one movie about. They already made one game about it. It would be hard to do that with with just the addition of Crystal Skull, which was not a great movie. But whatever. I would normally say why even bother, but I kind of have a guilty pleasure. This game is like my guilty pleasure, so um, I'm gonna be sent to the fucking guillotine for saying that. But yes, this game is a guilty pleasure of mine. All right. Um, you know. Oh, get on the stairs, children. Well, one of you's not a child, but whatever. But yeah, let's face it. One of the reasons people hate this film, or not, you know, it's. I mean, like, oh, you shouldn't use the word hate. Hate's a strong word, or whatever. Well, I do hate. Like, okay. I mean, Willie Scott isn't like the worst character in the world, but I think this is her character is like the point where it's like, okay, maybe the damsel in distress trope has gotten a little too overused. So, I mean, keep in mind, this is like what couple like five. No one likes Willie Scott. Is what I'm getting at. Like you ask people, okay, what was the reason you like Indiana Jones, like Temple of Doom in general? You're gonna hear either a Harrison Ford or I don't know, Molaram, because he was actually a pretty good villain. I mean, yeah, let's face it, Molaram is essentially a Saturday morning cartoon villain, and I will admit that he is basically a Saturday morning cartoon villain. Um, you didn't hear that from me, by the way. But yeah. This is I mean, I'm not going to be like character who's like some guy who's like, oh well, all villains have to have a sad anime backstory. Why doesn't this villain have a sad anime backstory or something? I'm not that kind of guy. I think it's more like, well, you can have a sympathetic villain and everything. I can full heartedly agree that sympathetic villains can be good, but at the same time, non-sympathetic villains can also be good. I mean, despite what people would lead you to believe, the Joker's a really good non-sympathetic villain. I mean, let's face it, the only non-sympathetic performance that was given from the Joker was Joaquin Phoenix's version. I mean, you never see Joker being portrayed that much in a positive light, really. Unless we're talking about his origin story, at least, I mean, obviously with most Joker stories, it's like, oh well, all that happens is one bad day, right? But for I think what makes the 2019 Joker interesting is they made him have a mental illness and whatever. A lot of people could definitely relate to that, myself included. But I think, but that's just me. What I'm getting at is that back in point, I guess. Sympathetic villains in like non-sympathetic villains in general, you either have two opinions on them. All right, either they're a good storytelling device if you want to make a hero that's have a villain that. I think the thing with non-sympathetic villains is they're so much easier to write than a sympathetic villain. I mean, obviously, when sympathetic villains are done right, they're storytelling perfection. I won't deny that. What I also will say is that what I will deny is they're the only villains that ever should exist ever. I hate that. Like when people say, I only like sympathetic villains and whatever. It's like, no, you just like certain villains that are good at being sympathetic. You don't like sympathetic villains. I mean, whatever. Anyways, I got stolen again. Even though we just put him back. Anyway, see no hear. Okay, they went with like the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil bit. That was kind of cool, at least. Also, they should be dead. All right. This is so stupid. It's almost like it's a 300-pound elephant or something. Holy shit, these guys are fatties. Where to start? Okay, I'm just gonna drop that and go back to sympathetic villains. I'm not even gonna start with that. No, I'm not gonna get into like a full blown topic over it or whatever. All right, about that scene. I mean, it's funny for like 8-year-olds, but I'm not 8. I'm My mother said I was an abomination. I don't know. One thing I'll point out, one thing I will definitely point out is about like non-sympathetic villains is that people like to say, oh yeah, well, sympathetic villains are more memorable. I don't disagree with that in all honesty, but it's funny to me because some of the most non-sympathetic villains on the planet started out as just non-sympathetic villains. I mean, sometimes this works. Most of the time, it doesn't. I mean, if you need one example that I can think of off the top of my head, of like an example of this working at least would be I forgot. I can't kill him with Indy. Even with the fearless thing, I can't kill him with Indy. So, yeah. I think this is how you get one of the. Excuse me. Where's the other one? Other scorpion there. I know there's some place where there's some other guys being harassed by some snakes somewhere. And no, just for context, I will not make this a joke that's extremely overused. That's overused by Twitter, I'll point out. Okay, they're all over here. Okay. I mean, let's face it, if Willie Scott came out nowadays, everyone would call everyone misogynistic for like saying, oh yeah, I didn't like Willie Scott, whatever. Yeah, but the problem is that Willie Scott's like the personification of a female stereotype in the film. Not like a good one either. But you didn't hear that from me, now did you? She's not like Ellen Ripley or Sarah Connor. I know I'm not asking for much. I mean, let's be real. I mean, everyone and their dog knows that when they look at Willie Scott, they're not going to think, "Oh yeah, that's Sarah." This is the second, or technically came out the same year, so this is basically Sarah Connor. I remember. Okay, so I think it's like the easiest one to get in here. You just run into all the stuff. Now I just gotta find the last one right here. It's like the easiest of all the bricks to get. I always hated that they like gave 3 different bricks for everything. I mean, I don't know. Just a little bit of a nitpick. My personal opinion. You don't have to agree. I don't really care. But yeah, this is just my opinion. I think I mean, obviously, no one likes Last Crusade. I've never met any. Okay, whatever. Cutscene. So we got the Maharaja, if I'm remembering this correctly. If you pay attention to my wrestling stuff, I'm gonna have to call him. I'm gonna nickname him the modern day Maharaja. I don't know, because I did wrestling back in the day. and only the select few of my wrestling audience will get it. If you're an insider, welcome. So I'm gonna throw like some meat at this guy. Sounds so wrong. Oh come on, I can't. There. Boom. Boom. Just hit him with some meatloaf. That sounds so wrong. Alright, let's beat up some guys again. I mean, knowing that Indiana Jones 5 is coming out, which I mean, they better make it good. I mean, I'll be honest, they better make it good. I mean, I didn't like Crystal Skull, but I mean, I'm gonna hate saying this, but at least with Crystal Skull, I could be like, well, it ends with Indy and Marion getting married. You know, that's a good ending at least. Not it's like Shakespeare. It's like you're not gonna see. It's not like It's not like Citizen Kane or The Dark Knight in terms of ending. It's not like Return of the Jedi or anything. But you know, it's good. Unfortunately, the rest of the movie is absolutely garbage. So you know. Like, I know it's a joke to be like, haha, Indiana Jones escaped through a fridge. A nuke from a fridge, might I add. And we just all forgave him for it. Because it's like, well, you gotta remember, it is Indiana Jones. Like, we just let so many things slide in terrible sequels until I don't think we ever did that, actually, now that I mention it. Like, when a bad sequel comes along, like, everyone trashes it. Like, here's a challenge, like, an actual challenge, not like one of those phony TikTok challenges you'll see. I dare you to find a movie, okay, any movie that has a terrible sequel, and see if there's any that aren't bashed online. Like, that's a challenge I actually want to see, right? I know I could just rename this to me rambling about films for however long, but that's less fun, isn't it? Yeah. I think, he get a sword. Oh, he has a wrench. Never mind. Let's face it. I like how Willie even fights like a coward. So of course he gets away because reasons. I don't know. Okay, buddy. I think you should close the door of your super secret base. I'll be a slow day at the office. Hey, this crazy American's coming after me. What should I do? Hey, how about we give him like let's decide not to close the door and just give him a free entry to our base. Yeah, great idea. Let's go. I can't get these guys yet, so I'm gonna have to do this here. Of course, you can't show them because it's a kids' game, so you can't show him ripping out a guy's heart and chucking him into lava. No, that's too violent. Meanwhile, we can have all the violence we want in Lego Star Wars. Because I don't know why. I don't make the rules here. Okay. Although, I'm gonna get the idea that most of the screwed up concepts in Lego Star Wars were all the screwed up concepts in Lego Star Wars were just made up by the internet or some crap. I don't know. It's like, well, it didn't really help matters by having the game I mean, yeah, it's a common joke, like, oh yeah, how can Lego Star Wars get away with all this stuff? How can Lego Star Wars get away with dismemberment, but not Jedi Fallen Order? And the response has been and always will be, Disney was not running things at that time. That is why. All right, Disney ruins everything good, like everything, not just things they're directly interacted with. All right. Um, one thing I will mention is but I'll definitely be the first to admit this. It probably would have been better if Disney decided to not do this when it came to like marketing Rogue One. By which I mean, like the original idea was to make it like a gritty war documentary or something like that. That was something I heard. Apparently, they were going to make it like a gritty war film. Which makes sense. It's Star Wars, not exactly like Star Peace or whatever. I mean, let's face it. I mean, that's just how it works. I'm a cult member now. No, I can maybe get now obviously I think it's funny how Disney buys probably the biggest franchise, that's associated with war that you can think of, right? And immediately decides it's like, okay, maybe it's not lighthearted enough. Disney, I hate to be that guy. I don't care if I get sent to the Disney gulag. Where all the racist characters. I can't. But yeah, I don't care if I get sent to the Disney gulag because I don't know why it can't be funny right now. So I just remember one thing I've learned is that Disney, Star Wars is nothing more than just a tool essentially to make more theme parks. I mean, you all know it. So this is basically murder. Okay, this is the part where I will mention how did this get past development. Okay, cool. Okay, you're cool now. We're gonna have like this cool fight in the bridge like in the movie. No, we're gonna have a giant monster boss thing. Came up with this idea. I mean, I'll admit it'd be cool if there was more to it. That I bumped the mic there, but it'd be interesting if there's something more to it than, hey, look, it's a giant monster. You have to fight him now. I also love the fact that apparently it's a dog. Great, it's over now. Fuck. Telling me we're gonna be here for one more level? More rambling. I'll take it. Ram is still alive. Are we gonna get that bridge boss fight? Is that just like a minor setback or something? We finally get to see like the awesome bridge fight where Indiana Jones basically tells him to go to hell. Oh, cool. We're gonna get it. There we go. That was just wishful thinking, wasn't it? The worst part is, it's actually kind of good. I hate mentioning it, but it's kind of good. The problem is it's just unrealistic to the story. I mean, I'm going to be sent to the gulag for saying it, but I like it. All right. Maybe it's just childhood nostalgia. I know, but you know what? I like it. Screw you. We're also going to point out that the lava just randomly goes out before he goes in his head, so he doesn't get burned alive. I don't know. I just like nitpicking. I mean, I'll admit, nitpicking is not really a great idea if you're gonna make criticisms or whatever. That's my opinion, at least. I remember I used to watch CinemaSins a lot growing up, but now it's just like, okay, if you're gonna be like nitpicking and whatever, I mean, don't then turn around and be like, yeah, we're critics of Hollywood and whatever. We're like we created this series to you know be genuine film critics or whatever. No, I think if that's what you're going for, you sound like the older brother who's watching. It sounds like me and a lot of older brothers, like whenever they watch a movie they don't like. I mean, I have reason. I mean, the difference is it's like, okay, I have a reason for liking a movie now, right? You know, I have reasons to like something. I don't. I mean, if I'm gonna dislike something, I'm not gonna be like, oh well, this said that this had this bad thing on Rotten Tomatoes, or so vice versa. This sucked on Rotten Tomatoes, meaning that it must automatically be awful. I mean, this is gonna sound crazy, but maybe come up with your own opinion on the movie after you watch it. I know that sounds absolutely insane, but yes, you probably should just maybe if you're gonna watch a movie, just criticize it. Maybe just if you have something to say about it, maybe just don't keep it to yourself. That'd be hypocritical on my part. I mean, let's face it. No one's gonna be asking anyone, "Hey, you should keep your movie opinions to yourself." All right, no one thinks that. If you do, you probably spend like 18 hours on Twitter every day. All right. Alright, this boss is almost over. Unless somehow the head, unless the entire body starts finding a way to fight us. I mean, this level is pretty generic or whatever, but I like it. So screw you. He proceeds to do nothing to stop it. Okay. Okay, that's a little bit of a funny gag, actually. Ah, so that's where the elephant was. That was the set of that joke, but that was the punchline for that joke. Hey, the elephant was like in space for however long, but here he's back and he's willing to get vengeance on you for launching him into the fucking Milky Way. He's already in the Milky Way, but you get the point. Alright. That was too much stupidity to handle for one day. I did this for how long? I did this for like 40 minutes. It just goes to show how easy it is. I mean, I did this whole thing in 40 minutes. I don't hate this game as much as it would come off as. I don't hate this game, but I mean, I'll admit the first one is way better. I actually got the first one a couple days ago on like the Xbox store, and yeah, I've only played Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I can already admit this is way better. I can already admit that. Excuse me, not this game, but I can already admit that the first one's way better. So that's just me at least. You're not gonna see very many films nowadays you're gonna see very many stuff like this nowadays. I mean, I can maybe get it, like, Lego Batman was a huge success, came out a year before, and it was like, yeah, we did our own spin on that, and it worked, why not try with Indiana Jones or whatever? And the response is simply it's because, well, Indiana Jones isn't really like, doesn't have like a multiverse or whatever, But, it's not like there's like thousands upon thousands of stories to go off of or anything. I sound like Kathleen Kennedy when she decanonized the expanded universe, but you get my point. But yeah, this is I mean, it's serviceable. I'll give it that. Temple of Doom probably isn't the greatest in my opinion. I mean, I say my favorites are, at least in order, from like worst to best, is all 3 Crystal Skulls episodes for this. Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, and Raiders, I believe. Yeah, Raiders. The only reason Raiders is so high is because that's my favorite movie ever. Not my favorite movie ever, but one of my favorite movies ever. So, yeah. There you go, I guess. I've been like doing this a lot, by the way. So, skip that. So yeah, I think I could do Last Crusade next. So why not just open that? And no, I won't be doing Last Crusade this episode. Like how it says U.S. Department of Defense, kind of cool. Last Crusade, that's available to do now. Yippee, hooray! Yeah. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video or today's stream. I don't know. You decide. Excuse me. But I hope you enjoyed. I've been Mace Windu. I'll see you later. Bye.